Hi everyone, welcome back to desleyjane Plans. Today, I should change my name to desleyjane Journals. I do way more journaling these days than planning. Today I wanted to give you a look at my memory keeping journal and unbox this fabulous new printer. I've been using this one. So this is the Canon Selphy QX10. And it's a selfie square, so it prints a square photo. And I've been using it for memory keeping for a very long time. And I've just moved into this water green cover from Hobonichi. This year I've decided to start the year in my A6s with three leather covers. So I wanted to show you how I've set this up and really just dove into using it. And we'll just have a quick look and then we're going to open that new printer and try it out. So I have a very simple front here in the journal. This is a Hobonichi Techo Avec. So it's the Japanese version. And so it's just January to June. I just thought I'd use these cute little stickers that I've had forever and these Peon Girls. And then these, and maybe the stickers as well, are all from Ellie Edwards. And you'll see this little calendar. I've just got it here in my little drawer. Little calendar from Deco, Zakaya, and I put the front of it in there. I thought that was a nice 2025. Nothing in these front pages. I'm not doing much here, but what I have done that I'm excited about is I've swatched all my Tombos. So I've done them in order of the colors that come in my, I don't know if you can see this, let's see, my Tombow organizer here. So you can see, hopefully, that it starts with the red at the top. So what I've done is use the numbering system that this organizer uses, just because I think I'm going to reach for them and I need to know where they've come from. So this is the reds, the yellows and the greens, and we move into the blues and the purples and the pinks. And then these kind of almost random set of colors until we get to the browns and the grays and the black here at the bottom. So I just, as you may have noticed, I've glued the pages together in between. Now they didn't bleed or anything. And if I just look at this back page here, there's no bleeding there at all. There's a bit of ghosting from the really darker colors, but it didn't bleed, and you know, I'm very pleased about that. Let's have a look at this last page. Oh no, I've glued it as well. But there was no bleeding or ghosting. I just kind of wanted to make sure that the color was as clean as possible by not having anything showing behind it. If I'd kind of gone over, you know, something like this with another color on the other side, then it might have looked not quite like what it would really look like on the paper. So I've done this because I almost exclusively use the Hobonichi notebooks, or the Hobonichi paper at least. So I wanted to see how the colors look on Hobonichi paper, because they do look different on different papers. You see this one has a little dot here. 933 came out with little chunks on the brush, and it's quite dry. I've gone over it a few times, and maybe that's the one. Yeah, that's the one that has ghosted the most. I have gone over it a few times because it was quite dry, so I've put a dot there to remind me to just replace it. I bought the whole set in one, and it looks like that one has not come through very well. So I'm not going to use the monthlies for anything monthly-ish in here, and I only have this one spread left anyway because it is an Avec. Oh no, sorry, we have July as well. And I haven't done my turning a page to a new year yet, but I have done January. So I just decorated this with the calendar piece, and then I used my Sailor Shikori pens to do January 2025. This washi tape here is gorgeous, from Kubo and Lucy, I think, and I have a discount code for them. And then I've just put nothing in here except the calendar, and I've put the calendar on every page so far. This page is about my joining of a book club, and this is a page from the newspaper that came with my books. I bought them from Avid Reader, and they had like a catalogue, but it's newspaper style, and I really like the front page, and I thought it matched the journal really well, and it's summer here in Australia, so I just thought it fitted really nicely. Then I've got a photo in here. This was printed on the pink Canon. I bought my brother the Darth Vader helmet for Christmas, and we built it together. I've got a new quiche recipe in here that we did, and then I've set up the 6th and the 7th, but not done those yet because I wanted to print some more photos. And then this is a sticker that I got in Tamworth, so I popped it in there, just a brief note about when I arrived. And then I have a couple more days here to do from my drive back from Queensland. So what I wanted to do today, this is also printed from that printer. So what I wanted to do today is unbox the new printer. I have not seen anyone with the Selphy QX20 yet. So this is the QX10, and here we have the QX20. Unfortunately, it didn't come in pink. I've got the white one, and I got this on Amazon, but my brother bought it from Harvey Norman. His hasn't arrived yet though, and he ordered it a little bit before me. So I'm going to take everything out and we'll have a good look. Do you have one of the Selphys? I've got some friends who have the bigger version that does the 4x6 photos. And like I said, I've had this for a long time. So we've got a warranty card, and then the instruction book as well. Okay, so I've used the QR code to open the app to open the instruction book here on my phone. I've had a quick look, and the last thing it says to do is to open the Selphy photo layout app, which I went to the app store and I've already got it. So I opened it, and here it is here. It looks like this. I am going to just have this ready to register the new printer. So I think in here will be our charging cable. Yes. And it's just the USB-C at both ends. All right, let's open up the printer. And I'm hoping it has some power so I can dive straight in. Okay, let's do a quick comparison of the two. Pretty similar in size. It's just a little bit bigger, I think. Not much. Very, very slightly longer. I've added this Hobonichi tape to mine, but this pink is how it came. It has the power button and the charge and the status buttons the same. It has also got the paper out here at the bottom, and if we turn it over, they both have the paper trays. And then on this side we have where the ink cassette goes. We've got the charging button on the right on mine, and on the new one the charging button's at the back. And it looks like here we have a paper release to open this up. Okay, cool. So Desley, why did you buy the same thing again? Well, here's why. This is the paper that we usually use, which is square, well, it prints a square photo in Polaroid style. Do I have one near me? Here's one. I just stole the image from the Lego website, and I don't know if you can tell, but the printing ends just here, slightly creamier white. So it prints a square photo on a slightly rectangular sheet of paper. And with the QX20, there's new paper that is card size label, and it also, on the QX20, you can print borderless, and you can't print borderless on this one, 99% certain. So both of these are sticky paper, and I really liked the idea of having this shaped paper and being able to make smaller photos. So these are great size for a cousin. I'm almost exclusively in a 6 now, so it's a little bit too big. And if I cut them, then, you know, they're a funny shape. They're very long and narrow. So like the ones you saw in my journal, I had cut that one sheet into two to get those two photos. So now we have an option of a different page type. So I'm going to print on the new one. I think I've done printing on this one many times, and there's a really good, I think, good review of it on my channel that you can watch. I'll link that below. Let's see if this has power. Yes, it does. Okay, so the paper packs come, this is a pack of 60. So I've got 6 packs of card size stickies. So there's 10 in each, obviously. And we have 3 ink cassettes. And the ink cassettes do 20 pages each, same as the other one. So I'll get all of that out ready. But the first thing I need to do is register the printer to the app. So let's load up the paper. So we have to, you can see there's a logo on the back, so you know which is the back side and which is the print side. I'll open this up, and this one has guides in it for this smaller paper. So I think, okay, we just lift those up. I'm finding this out as I go. I probably should have read something. And put those in there like that. And then on the ink entry, you see there's a little barcode there. So I will have to scan that barcode in order to register it to my app. And I'm remembering that because I did it last time. So this one has, same as the other one, it has an arrow that's pointing that way. That just shows you how to place the ink cartridge into the printer. Just click it. When it's finished, you can just use that little lever to pull it out again. It just clicks in there. So part of the process now is to scan that 2D barcode. Okay, so then here at the top it says QX10, registered on the 2nd of October 2021. So I've had it for 3 and a bit years. And it says here I can change it to a different printer. So I'm going to change to the QX20, and I want to register it now. Turn on the power. Remove the Wi-Fi network when the printer was registered via Wi-Fi settings. Not quite sure what that means, but I'm just going to see if I can scan this code. Selphy wants to join the Wi-Fi network. Yes. Connecting to the printer. The printer has been registered. Close the ink cover. The QR code is required for re-registration of the printer. In such case, you change your smartphone, take a photo of the QR code and save it. All right, so I'll just close up that ink cassette. And now I can choose which paper size. So I haven't got the square format. I do have the new box of it. It's called XS20L, and then this one is called XC for 20. So I think the S stands for square and the C stands for card. Let's just go back. Did I press the right one? Yeah, I did. So card. And now I'm going to do a collage. I want to put 2 photos on here. So if I just go through my photos here, I want to do this golden guitar, and I want to do this Stonehenge type picture. So I get to choose which layouts I want to use, and I want to use the one that has 2. So I'm going to select that one and say okay. And now it shows me the 2 photos, and I can add a border if I want to, but I don't want to. And also I can change how these look. So I'm going to rotate this one, and I want to rotate it 90 degrees so that I can get more of that image in there. I'm just going, so you can zoom this right in or out. I'm going to get as much as that of that picture in that I can. And then the other one, I want to do the same. I want to rotate 90 degrees. And obviously I want to get as much of that image in there as I can as well. So this is my trip driving back from Central Queensland to Melbourne. I stopped and got some photos along the way while Miss Gidget did some things that she needed to do. There's other things you can do here. You can do some editing, adjusting the color, adding filters, and you can also add a stamp, frames, some fancy overcoats, which are stars and hearts and things like that. You can paint on there too, which I've never done, I don't think. What I just want to do is print it so that I can see how they look. So let's press print. It joins the network again, and now it will connect and hopefully print. All right, so you can see that we've got 2 bars of battery in there, so that's how it's arrived. And I'll just pop it onto charge later. So this is ink sublimation. So it's going to go through and add 3 colors separately. You can see here it's printing the yellow now, and next it's going to print the magenta. So we're starting to build an image now, and now it's going to print the cyan. So you can see the cyan's popped up there, and there's our image, but it's just going to go back and put a coating over that as well, and that's just showing up as grey. Doesn't change how the image looks really, but then asks me to take the paper out from the delivery outlet, which I've done. And it says, do you want to continue editing? I'm going to say no, and it takes me back to the beginning again. So now I have these 2 photos that are much better size for my journal and much better ratio as well. Otherwise we have, like you can see in here, I had this very long, thin photo, whereas these just have a much better ratio to them. And don't mind how this color looks. It was a very bright day, and that's how the photo was. This one was printed on the same page, and yeah, you can see the colors are good in that one. So what I want to do is trim this down, and probably in real life, I might just use a pair of scissors, but I have my paper trimmer out, so I'm going to do it properly and just trim down there. Hopefully that's right. I've got a little bit of excess there, but I don't think I'm going to bother about that. And I'm going to cut this white piece off as well. I didn't realize that the printer left the white piece on. Doesn't bother me, but I didn't realize that was the case, so I do have to trim that off. And I might just trim this side so that I get rid of that little tiny bit of the guitar as well. Very small amount there. And then I can put them in my journal, but I wanted to just check on my phone just to be sure what dates they were. So this one was a Friday last week, and the other one was the Thursday. So I can just pop back into here. Let's see, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. So Friday will be this one, and Saturday will be this one. So obviously I can't fit that on there, but anyway, I'm just going to put it on this page. I think I'll just put it down the bottom, and I will put this one on the same page. I think I just want to put it here. I might put it a bit closer to the other one so that I don't lose too much writing space. Yeah, we'll just overlap it slightly. All right, so pretty happy with that, but I just want to show you and myself the difference in color. So I think you can see in the photo it's a little more vibrant than it is here. Not much, it's pretty good. It's very close, but you've got a little bit more light here in the reddish rock, whereas here it's looking a bit darker. And then the other one, that's pretty true, isn't it? That looks very similar. Beautiful sky. So what I would do next is just write a little bit about that. Should I do that while we're here? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so what will I write with today? I think I'll choose blue, and I have a few choices. I've got my mild liners here, which I haven't used in this book yet. And maybe I'll try this. I might write down here. I'm just going to write golden guitar. I've chosen the mild liner because I usually use my dot pens, and they produce, I could use my Shikoris, but they're quite thick, so I can't write small with them. And this is a dot pen, and you can see I can't write really small with them either. So I thought I'd give this a go. Let's try it. And then here I'm going to write Stonehenge. Which obviously it's not the real Stonehenge in New South Wales, but they've built this kind of fake one. Right, so next I would grab a pen. This is my Uni 1 pen, and I like to just outline the lettering. Just make sure that's dry. I've kind of become obsessed with doing this, and I don't really do any other type of lettering in here much. So I feel like I probably should move on and do something else. I've been doing this for a long time, but it just, I really like the way it looks and it makes me happy. So for now, I'm just going to stick with it. And we'll see if I bring something else to the table later on. What I really like about it is that you can totally change how the letters look by using the black pen. You don't have to, I prefer when I have some white space inside of the black. So for example, these little bits here, this little bit here. I haven't left much on this one, but you kind of understand hopefully what I mean. Like I've got these, I just like how that looks. I think it's pretty cool. So there's my two little bits of captions, and I'll just write a little bit here as well. I'm just going to write that leaving Tamworth this morning was difficult, not because I was going to miss it or anything, because I wanted to get fuel. I was very low on fuel, and I thought I would wait until I found a service station that was on the left-hand side of the road, because, you know, that's the side of the road we drive on. And I thought, sure enough, there'll be one. But all of them were on the right-hand side. And the silly thing is, where I took this photo, there was a service station right next door, but you couldn't get to it from that side. You had to actually physically leave and cross the road and drive up and then go back in on the other side. So I thought, that's too hard. I'll keep driving and there'll be one. And I drove for about 25, 30 kilometers and there wasn't one. And I started to panic about how much fuel was left. Very small amount. So I turned around and went back. I judged that that was enough fuel to get me back, and maybe a little bit more, but it wouldn't be enough to go to the next major town. So it took about 45 minutes out of my day, and the drive for the day was, I think, 9 hours or 8 hours or something. So it was a real pain for that to happen. But it doesn't matter in the end. I was safe. I got my fuel. Car's good. So I'm just going to write a little bit about that. Okay, so what I maybe should mention is this guitar. It's called the Big Golden Guitar, and it's in Tamworth, which is Australia's home of country music. So they have country music festivals there, and a lot of the younger music performers go there to do some of those festivals and get known. And I had been there once before, but only when I was quite young. So it was good to go back and just see what it's like. And the Stonehenge was a Gidget P-brake. And stretching the 6 legs. Gidget's 4 legs and my 2 legs. So that's it. I think that's how I'm approaching this memory keeping journal. I'm putting in photos or ephemera or both, and I'm doing a little bit of, my version of lettering. It's nothing fancy, but it's you can make out what it is and it stands out, which I think is nice. I'm using bits of washi tape and things in here when I want to. Yeah, I like it. It's great actually, and I'm hoping I can keep it up. Today is the 14th, so I have a few days to do in here. However, I'm controversial, but I'm not super bothered about the dates. That's kind of why I have these. I was going to put these in on the actual days that the things happened. So just at the moment, I've got things that have happened on the actual days. I do have things for these 3 days because I was traveling and also hanging out with one of my best mates. So we've got some photos there to put in here. I just wanted to wait and print them out on that printer for you while I was here, while I was unboxing it. So I'll hop in and do those, and then I have taken a few photos and I've received a few packages and things, so I'm going to write about those in here. This is a no stress journal. I just want it to be what it is. If I miss pages, I don't care. I'll stick in a clipping of some kind, or it'll just be blank and it'll be the story of the life that is. Okay, so that's my memory keeping journal. Really enjoying it. Loving this cover. It's so pretty. I just love it so much. And that's our Canon QX20 and the QX10. I most likely will sell this one, I suspect. I don't need 2 of them, and it's small enough that I can carry it around with me. So I don't, it's no smaller, no bigger than this one really. And what I'm doing at the moment is popping it in this little Delphonics pouch. There's some of the paper for the other one and my charger. Let's just make sure it fits, which of course it does with no problem. So yeah, pretty handy. I love this pouch. It's just the cutest thing ever. And I think I will add some deco to it, some washi tape. I've got here some drawers of tapes, and this has become one of my favorites. I think it's a lawn fawn one from Hobby Hoppers from memory, and it's just cool rainbow stripes. So I might just put that across here. Let's just do it while we're here. I mean, instantly better. Oh, I love it. And I was just thinking, I also have, I was going to use a spotty one, but it's not the cute pastel, so I might use this one. Oh, no, let's use this one. This one is simply Pastel Faces. They're so cute. And I'm just going to do that, and I'll trim off these ones that were already lifting up a little bit. I love these drawers and things. Now that I have, I'm just able to pop things away immediately when I'm finished with them, which is very different to my usual life. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? And now you can really tell that it's mine. Okay, that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for all of you who've watched this video as well. The original review I did of this one, it's doing quite well. I think people are always really interested in what types of printers are out there and what's good and what's not good. I'm 100% behind Canon printers. I've always had them, and when I've changed to a different printer or used my brother's or someone else's, I haven't liked the quality anywhere near as much. I used to print photos when I was a more proper photographer than I am now, with my real camera, and Canon printed photos have always been exquisite quality. So when they were available in this size, it's just perfect for me. So I don't really use any other printer at home. I have a couple. I have a Canon Pixma, but I don't really have the need for printing anything else really much these days. Although I do need to do a couple of A4 prints, which, you know, that's just fairly basic text that I need to do. But, you know, these are really great quality. Absolutely love them. I'll be a bit sad to say goodbye to the pink one because it's so pretty and pink. But you know what? It's done really a great job for me, and I'm very happy with it. I just recently took it on holidays with me, and I showed my brother, and he has now bought one of these to do some of his own memory keeping, which I'm absolutely chuffed about. I'm really excited that he's doing something like that. So that's really great. All right, that's it from me, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think. Do you think it was worth it going to a printer that can do 2 different shapes, or should I have just stuck with this one? I don't know. The prices were pretty similar. I managed to get this one on Amazon for $199, and I think this one, when I bought it, was $220 or something like that. My brother has paid $249 for this one from Harvey Norman, but on Amazon it was on sale. I also got this paper on Amazon, and I got this paper from Ink Depot, and Ink Depot is where I originally bought this as well. It's a shop in Queensland, and they are a great supplier of paper, and it's always very reasonably priced as well. So they don't have this paper in stock yet, and I don't have this printer either, so that's why I resorted to Amazon to buy this printer. But yeah, it's great. It arrived next day. I ordered it yesterday, it came today, so I can't argue with that at all. Very excited. All right, must stop talking, and thank you again for watching. Let me know what you think of my new printer, and I will see you all super soon. Thanks everyone. Bye.